Good afternoon, guys. We are here in the kitchen at the food chain, and my, oh my, how this place has grown over the last 6 months. We were here back in October, I think it was.
Yeah.
You guys had your big grand opening, Becca Self, and now you're preparing for something called the Feast.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's Feast. It stands for Food, Equity, and Access Sustains Tomorrow. So it's going to be a spectacular evening. We brought in 9 celebrated chefs from around the country. They're going to be cooking up some spectacular food. It's down at the Apiary on Jefferson Street. It's a spectacular venue. It's really going to be a really enjoyable time and great food.
Well, you guys kicked this off last year, the first time you ever did it, and you had some amazing chefs and great support all for the food chain.
Absolutely. We've been really, really fortunate to have support for this event from the very get-go with Visit Lex and Weta Michael's family of restaurants. We couldn't have done it without them. And then, of course, the Apiary jumping on board. But it was so well received last year. The chefs had a spectacular time. We're really thrilled because this year, all of last year's chefs agreed to come back, and then we just grew from there.
And more
Exactly.
participating. Now, Leandra is cooking up something very unique. Kenny and I have decided to call them squishy, squashy cakes, but really it's squash cakes, right?
It is squash cakes, absolutely. And we're excited because last year, as we hosted Feast, we were preparing and raising funds to actually open the kitchen. And now that we have the kitchen available, we're actually being able to feature some of the product that we're preparing here.
Okay, you've whipped up something that we're going to cook up here in a few minutes, but what are the ingredients in here?
So right now we've got, these are just a basic pancake recipe, but with the addition of our own pureed winter squash. So we got winter squash, that's like pumpkins, acorn squash, all the different ones you think of, butternut, so many different kinds of squash. And we got them donated through Glean, Kentucky, and they were products that farmers couldn't sell, so we brought them here. We've been pureeing them and been teaching people how to use those in their diet. So this takes a pancake that's usually just flour and sugar and then adds a lot of that awesome nutrition that squash has naturally.
Squash cakes. We're going to cook them up when we return here at 450. What you need to be cooking up is getting your tickets to the Feast. It is happening on Tuesday. There are very few still available, and you can do that by checking out the website. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you.